Hi there, I'm Jacki St. Cyr, and I'm meeting with the owner of the Cheshire Horse in Keene, Doug Hamshaw. Thanks for meeting with us today.
Sure.
We just have a couple quick questions for you. So, I'm kind of curious to see, you have a lumber business and you also have the Cheshire Horse business. How did you get involved with the horse industry, and kind of what led you to opening a tack store?
Well, back in 1997, we had a small building on our lumberyard premises that was being used for one purpose, and then we rented it out for a little while and the renter left. So we had this building that was only 800 square feet, tiny building, but it was unused, and my wife had been complaining for years about the lack of a good tack store in this area, and she said, let me try doing a tack store there. So she started with one other employee, and they built from there, and a couple of years later we moved to a larger rented store here in Keene, and then in 2007 we moved into a whole new building and store.
So she tricked you into it, huh?
Yeah.
So, being involved in the horse industry and knowing kind of what sells and what doesn't sell, and things that move, what do you think are some trends in the horse industry, as in like natural horsemanship or showing or English or Western trail riding? Do you see any kind of different changes happening today?
Well, there are lots of changes. One of the big one is natural supplements. The whole supplement industry has gotten way more complicated. There are now 10 choices for every one choice there used to be 10 years ago. So that's a huge trend. As far as riding goes, you probably have to ask my wife and my daughter, who are, intimately in touch with the industry, but there have been trends recently away from some of the higher cost riding options that are out there, and the amount of people going to shows has changed. The type of riding that goes on has changed, and the demographics of the people who are keeping horses has changed. I recently heard a disturbing statistic about the number of horses being put down in Connecticut versus previous years, and it's the sad truth is it was probably all owners who could no longer afford it. Exactly. So the business has changed, and we're selling to a different group of people who are doing different things with their horses, but fortunately, we're in an area that was built primarily on horse owners who were interested in just riding their horse and having a horse, and they usually had the capability of having a horse because the real estate and the opportunities up here are a lot more conducive to owning and having a pleasure horse.
Alrighty, so with the decline of the economy, how we're kind of in hard times right now, what do you think, or do you have any ideas on promoting the horse industry, or how we can get new people involved? Do you think we need to focus on the ones we have, involve new, combination of both?
Well, it's definitely a combination of both. If you don't focus on your existing customers, you're making a huge mistake. So we're always trying to promote to our existing customers, and we have mailing lists, we have promotions that we send them, and we're using a lot more Facebook and social media to stay in touch with them, and it works.
So we can find pictures of you in your bikini on there?
No. They definitely respond to those things, and that's good. But the other thing is we're in a period now where we're going to have to sort of rebuild a little bit and get more new people in the industry. There are a lot of people who in the last 5 years have shed their horses, sold their barn, whatever, and so now we have to go through the cycle of rebuilding people and showing them that they can do it on a low-key basis. Just have a horse, enjoy it, ride it once in a while, trail ride it, or they can go, you know, do shows and all the competitive things that some people do. And, you know, we need to get all those people back in
Yeah,
who are
definitely.
potential horse owners. And
Well, thanks for talking with us today. I appreciate your input from a business owner aspect and in the horse world. So, thank you.
thanks.